All right, what's going on, everybody? The Iceman here on this Saturday on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. A lot of controversy going on about um, Roman Reigns, whether he should still be involved in the WWE World Heavyweight title mix or not. Um, it just, it's unfortunate that the WWE pushed him so hard to get into the position at Mania to go up against Brock Lesnar. And, you know, like we all know, since Daniel Bryan came back, the fans sort of turned on Reigns for winning the Rumble, much so to where they had to put matches between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan for Bryan to help, put over Roman Reigns going into Mania, only for, whether it was a last minute decision or the WWE knew going into Mania that Seth Rollins was going to cash in and end up getting the title away from Lesnar. Was it a good decision or whatnot? Well, the decision's been made. First off, the WWE never let the fans really dictate what they wanted to do in years past, and it's like the last couple of years they've been doing that. But for now that Rollins has the belt, I think he needs to keep this belt at least till SummerSlam, and I really think he will. Who will his opponents be? Well, right now we know Randy Orton's been chasing him, and this feud to me um, is getting to the point we've seen so much of these two go after each other on Raw and whatnot that it's sort of like the expectations are really fizzling out a little bit. And monster drink. And you know, going into the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, should it be another one-on-one match with Randy Orton, or should the WWE insert Roman Reigns into this picture and have a triple threat match? Um, but in my eyes, either way, if it's a one-on-one or with a triple threat, um, if there is to be a clear-cut outcome, Seth Rollins, if they do want to end the feud with Orton, he needs to pin Randy Orton. And then where would this leave Roman Reigns? Would he continue to feud with Seth Rollins for the belt only to get beat? Obviously, there's ways to lose without getting pinned, but this only would just continue their feud on. Um, I would like to see, you know, Kane break away from the Authority and turn babyface and get himself involved. Have him screw over a match with Seth Rollins to where, there's a disqualification and, Rollins actually will lose the match, but, by a DQ. And this would set up a feud between Kane and Seth Rollins. I think right now, this should be Rollins' next opponent after Randy Orton. Um, but then again, what do you do with Roman Reigns? So this is the big thing that the WWE made a mess of because right now, they're in a no-win situation. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, because somebody is going to, get, knocked out of the mainstream picture. And so the WWE has to, come up with a way to satisfy, the fans of each one of the competitors. But I would love to see Kane, like I said, break away from the Authority, turn babyface, cost Seth Rollins a match, but not lose the belt, and set up a feud between Kane and Seth Rollins. I think this would be perfect, and I think it needs to happen actually, because you saw the tension building between those two, and of course, Seth Rollins, when he's out there without Triple H and Stephanie, he acts like the leader of the Authority when Kane is supposed to be the man in charge, director of operations. And Seth Rollins obviously showing disrespect to Kane. So this could be a very good feud between the two. It could go on a couple months or so. And, and then maybe possibly, Roman Reigns still, build some momentum against some mid-carders. I think Roman Reigns and the Big Show has run its course. I think that's another tiring one-on-one match that we've seen. Maybe have him, after Extreme Rules, go after Rusev, maybe build some momentum. Maybe even possibly go after Bray Wyatt, and somewhere down the road, eventually he get back into the mainstream with the world heavyweight title. But I don't see Rollins losing the belt anytime soon. But I'm just looking for contenders for Rollins. And right now, it could be a number of things. I expect Brock Lesnar probably to be back for SummerSlam. Um, will he win the belt? I think it would, obviously would be a total mistake by the WWE if they put the belt back on Lesnar because he's not around a long enough time to really put the belt on the line when it's needed to be. And we've all seen this for the last year. So I don't think the WWE will make that mistake once again. But so anyway, I'd like to see Kane, and and as far as SummerSlam goes, maybe have a triple threat and throw Roman Reigns in there then. And again, but make it so where Seth Rollins ends up taking down Brock Lesnar, um, which would solidify, uh, you know, the title for Seth Rollins. Will he win or lose at SummerSlam? It's obvious, that it all depends on who his opponent's going to be. If it's a one-on-one match with Brock Lesnar, Rollins is not going to lose. I fail to see the reasoning behind Rollins losing to Lesnar. Um, but there's still the rest of the year with the pay-per-views to go. But um, yeah, so I'd like I said, I'd like to see Reigns go into the Money in the Bank pay-per-view and come out on top of that. And this would give him the opportunity. It'd be his turn to cash in on the WWE World Title holder whenever he wants to. And this would be interesting too because people would be wondering each time um, there's a major uh, WWE World Title match, will Reigns come out and cash in? I think with Seth Rollins holding the Money in the Bank briefcase contract, it didn't have many opportunities for him because of Brock Lesnar's absence. So anyhow, I mean, who do you think should be Seth Rollins' next opponent? Because I can't see it being Randy Orton, for the next couple months because I think that feud is dying out, and I think people want to see it less and less and less. So we'll just have to wait and see. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. This is the Iceman here on this Saturday on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel. You know, there's a lot of things that the WWE could do, but the question is, will they do it? Peace out, everybody.